A couple of you asked me how this works, so I figured I'd show you. So, we've got the storage pod currently finished and locked, so at this point we can disconnect it, activate the gravity generator, disable the merge block, and the pod will politely go to Europa. How do we get here? So first and foremost, very basic, rotor merge block on a projector. Reason it needs to be a merge block is you need to be able to actually disable it later, and you need it connected to the ship when you begin. I've found the connector can be quite dodgy, I'll show you that in a second, and you're going to need some welders. These are connected to a bank of 2 pistons, which themselves are connected to an obnoxious quantity of connectors. So, from the cockpit, I'm going to reset the gravity generator to neutral. So right now, it has no pull. I'm going to activate my welders and reverse them. So the pistons are currently coming in. There they are. They are set to a very, very low speed, and I'm going to need to reactivate the merge block, or the ship won't be able to join. Now, in my design, it is a little bit goofy. I believe we occasionally have issues with the welder catching on the connector still. Or not, apparently I fixed that. Nice. So, currently the minimum distance for the pistons, yeah, it's stuck, but that's on the block itself, that's fine. Currently, the pistons have way too much safety detach. For my build, it's currently about 8 meters. So if I now reverse the pistons, so they're going the other way, they should get in line with each other at about 8 meters. Now I can slowly drag them backwards through the projection. I'm going to have to wait a second here because this is a tube, so it just needs to print its way down. The drop pod itself is literally just an artificial mass block strapped to 2 parachute hatches and 2 storage crates. Nothing massively interesting. The connector at the top is so you can actually load it, and the landing gear is so it doesn't run off once it actually gets to ground. There is also a beacon in there, which helps locating it if you are dropping it to another player and not following it down yourself. Right, the pod is now finished, bar the connector at the top, which apparently I didn't give enough time on the bake. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that now, I've gone too fast with the welders, but we'll have a look. Yeah, that's fine. So if that happens, you just make sure you don't stab yourself on your local connectors. Rip that out of there. Oh, apparently I'm out of computers, isn't that embarrassing? Right, one moment. Oh, there we go. I've also noticed it's not built my beacon, so I'm probably out of radio components as well. Let's just fix that. You should always stock up before doing builds like this, really. And the beacon is now online, we can see that glow. I've got signals disabled so we can't see it, but we know it's working because we can see the yellow glow of it there. And if I just toggle signals back on, there it is. But let's not. Now at this point, it is too low to match the connector. So we're going to go back to the cockpit. We are going to check the gravity generator is off, which it is. Good. We're going to disable the merge block and put the gravity generator facing up. It's done the thing that it normally does when you 3D print one of these, so I'm going to quickly turn the merge block back on. I do not have any artificial masses on my actual ship, so it's a simple case of toggling it on and off. If you do have an artificial mass block on your ship, make sure when you design your small ship design, you give this one a name, but I don't need to in this situation. Now I've turned my artificial mass on and off. There we go. The gravity generator loads it into the connector, which I can now press 8 to connect. I can now go medium cargo container. And I could not tell you for the life of me which one these are. So I will have to go name all my medium cargo containers after this. But in principle, you would now search medium cargo container and just load whatever you needed. It's simple enough. You just need to make sure that you've named it so you can find it. And that's it. Very simple build. It just takes a while to get all your pistons going, really. Remember to turn your welders off. They will kill you, give them the opportunity.